Just an amazing story. And what's been so impressive is how Emma's just handled the occasion. It's all new to her. First time she's qualified for a Grand Slam. First time she's been able to get to the second week in America, of course, on the back of what she did at Wimbledon. First time on Arthur Ashe Stadium 3 rounds ago. And then the first time in a semi-final playing under lights. And she has just handled the pressure incredibly well, as opposed to her opponent, Sakkari, who's the experienced player. And unfortunately for the Greek, she wasn't able to handle it. But Emma was absolutely amazing. Right from the word go, saving break points, her opening service game, also in her next service game when she was down love 4-2. And even when Sakkari started to play a little bit better in the middle of the second set, Emma's mentality is just incredible to think she's only 18 years of age. Yeah, I mean, pressure comes in so many different ways, doesn't it? And, you often hear, well, you've got to want it. Well, I actually think what happened last night with Sakkari and Raducanu, you had Emma, who just played it like any other tennis match, which is extremely hard to do in a semi-final of a major, as opposed to Sakkari, who wanted it so badly. I mean, for me, Richard, I felt that the start, actually, the coin toss told us a lot, where Emma was relaxed. Sakkari was almost like there was too much nervous energy going on there. She was too pumped up. And that can so often count against you. And so that proved to be, certainly early on. I felt the early stages, so often in big matches, the early stages really do set the tone. And for me, that was real evidence in that second semi-final. I think she's taken the tour by surprise. I think she's taken all of us who follow the sport, whether you are a passionate tennis fan or whether you're a casual tennis watcher. This is just unprecedented. The first player ever to get through to a Grand Slam final from a qualifier. But you know what? I feel she surprised herself. And this is what I just can't praise her enough of how impressed I am that she is kind of living the dream, but she hasn't been able to get ahead of herself, whether she's on the court playing in the crucial moments. And although she's yet to drop a set in qualifying, and also her run through to the final and the main draw, there have been periods in the matches where she has been up a little bit up against it. In the semi-final, when she was pushing for a double break, wasn't able to secure that, but didn't change her mindset. In the 2 previous matches, when she started slowly, didn't panic. And how she's just able to stay. And I thought her words after the match, I mean, she's so calm, whether it be on the court or off the court. And a couple of things. He said, I've just got to be Emma. I've just got to play to think about myself. It's easier said than done, isn't it? Anyone that's played this crazy sport and this tough sport knows that is so hard to do when it is just you out there on your own, playing under lights at the biggest tennis stadium with 23,000 Americans, going crazy. But she's just able to stay calm. And that ultimately, I think, is one of the most impressive things about her. Yes, her tennis is good. Yes, physically, I think she's an incredible mover. But her mentality, you just look in her eyes, someone who's so composed. And I don't see that changing for the final. I am 100% convinced that Emma's going to play great tennis. However, her opponent might also play great tennis. So then it will just come down to a tennis battle. But she has won the mental battle. And I think that's got to give us so much confidence. But she has beaten experienced players who maybe the occasion's got the better of her. This now is a matchup where both players are in the situation for the very first time. There's no baggage. They're just going to go out there. I think Fernandez is going to play great tennis as well. I think this is going to be a terrific match. So I felt that the semi-finals might come down to who could handle the occasion better. And so it proved to be, with Sabalenka, unfortunately, just capitulated in that first match. Raducanu handled it a lot better than Sakkari. So who's the better tennis player on the day? My opinion, I think Emma's the better tennis player. And that's why I've got to go with Raducanu. I think potentially 3 sets is kind of my gut feeling. She's the real deal. And this is not someone who's having a one-hit wonder. And also the same thing for Leylah Fernandez. These are serious tennis players that are going to go a very long way. And of course, we don't know what could happen on Sunday, and we don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of months. But in my opinion, I'm sure I'm not the only one. This is not going to be their first major final. They're going to be in this situation again.